Hello, stream. I think. Let me make sure
Yep.
we're... Yes. Hello, stream.
You are not liking the stream.
We're not?
Nope.
Oh, that bodes well then. Sweet. Alright, let me do our intro and then we'll be good. Because this is above the table. Whee! What do you mean funky music, Kraken? Hey, it's not picking up on music again. Ugh, so annoying when that happens. Oh, I also forgot to do one thing. Is there two musics? Okay. That's working. That's fine. Oh. Yeah, I did new intro music. Above the Table actually has a actual intro and all that stuff now. Because I'm great like that.
Great like that.
Hey. I could just not do all of our tech stuff.
I mean, yes, but also, please don't.
Oh,
Okay,
Serga's
Serga's
joining
there.
us. Nice.
Hello.
Hey, Serga.
And this is why Thursdays are fun, because we can just pop in.
Yes, and we don't know who's joining at any time. How are
I
you
was
tonight?
trying to look at... Good. I was trying to look at the art book for Pathologic 2, and I don't know how to.
What do you mean you don't know
Yeah.
how to?
It's an online art book through the video game, and I don't know how to find it in the video game.
Weird.
That's why I stopped trying to play Endless Legend. Because you can only access the manual online through the game.
That's annoying.
This is also a not that old game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2019. So you'd think they'd learn lessons.
Lessons. Hilarious. You think so highly of them.
They've been around for a while.
And so today's gonna be kind of a chill night. We don't have too much of anything planned. We just need to not sit here in silence if we're gonna be streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how has everybody been this week? I know, Serga, we haven't talked a whole heck of a lot. Hopefully everybody's, at the very least, doing okay.
An alright week. Today was annoying.
I feel that.
I shouldn't have actually had to close, but because Earl couldn't even freaking walk at the end, near the last 2 hours of his shift, we didn't really have much of an option. So I coaxed him into going home instead of just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah. Gotta love it when people just don't do anything.
Like, he wouldn't even answer the phones. So we had to do that too.
Yeah, what's the point in that?
Yeah. Like, literally none of us, neither Anna or myself at least, would be upset if he would just answer the frickin' phones. Because that also puts that on us at that point.
Yeah, that's... I get it. Trust me. I'm gonna take a half bit of break because, yeah.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, it's,
How did you get locked out of the building, Kraken?
I know the story, but I'll let her tell it.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, Dangle. I looked up and read that. I was like, what?
No, this is far more interesting. Because, yeah, no, being locked out of a building's not fun, also.
No.
Especially when you're having students with you.
Exactly. That's the big thing.
Jeez, that's fun. Oh my god, so they just... So you don't have keys to open the building then?
That's... I like how they were just like, no.
Oh my god.
Like, no, I have kids here, so please. I'm sorry that happened to you. It's
no, that
humorous
sucks.
now, but it's humorous now, but it sucks.
I've had a boss just not show up for his shift. I ended up calling him, and he was like, "Oh, I guess it was my day, wasn't it?" And so all of us sat out there for like 45 minutes waiting for him. There was like six. Yeah, there was like 6 of us because we were supposed to, unload our morning truck.
And the truck just sat there too, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, we were behind almost 2 hours that day because we had to prep and everything too.
Yeah. That's okay. I had somebody just show up to do some work on Tuesday. And they're like, by the way, we need a PO. Can you write it for us? I was like, I need a quote.
Oh my god, they tried to do it without a quote?
Yeah.
What?
And they were like, well, we'll get you a quote, hold on. And then, like, an hour later, they got a quote over to me, but by that time, my boss was already like, just write them a $2,000 one. Okay. That's not how we do things, but okay, sure, whatever.
What?
Your name's on it, not mine.
That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy, Kraken.
I just hope I hear something.
Do we lose Dengle?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
So close.
Yeah, and I'm hardwired in on a good computer because, like I said, I'm kind of half doing work. So
It's fair. I am playing Pal World. That's why I was curious to know if it would lag. Because I'm not hardwired in. And it works with the Xbox controller. So, heck yeah.
I mean, they are on Game Pass, I believe.
I think so. I got mine on Steam though. So you know. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot going on with it. There's a bunch of controversies, so I don't want to cause problems.
I mean, I'm surprised it's still alive a week later.
Well, they've apparently Pokemon's been fighting this for a while.
Oh yeah.
From what I understand.
But like, it's been mostly just copyright. Like the images are too close. Now it's getting into, oh no, might actually have plagiarism, which is it's. I'm waiting for that port, like, date. It'll be interesting. I
didn't really do a lot of research into it. One of the streamers I watched was playing it, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting, and it's only $30.
I think they have an intro sell right now, so it's 27, right?
Yes, yeah, something like that. Plus the Senua's game put me at like $32 because that's on major sale right now. It was like $3. By the way, if anyone wants it on Steam.
Sensuna's Sacrifice, right?
Yeah, Senua's Sacrifice. S-E-N-U... Yeah, S-E-N-U-Y-A, I believe. I haven't played it, but for $3 I was like, yes.
That's fair. I like free.
No, for sure. For sure.
But I'm also cheap, so.
I only bought it because it was $3.
Dang. I haven't looked at my, the mountain of games that are on sale. Ooh.
I forgot how many games I had in my Steam library because it's been that long since I've turned it on.
I have a bunch of them. I just don't have a way to play them anymore.
I know, I'm sorry.
Apparently, System Shock remake is $20.
Nice.
Interesting. Never played System Shock.
It is rough.
That's fair.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
Oh, that really sucks, Kraken.
Yeah, that's... I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Fortunately for her, I share my Steam library with her so she can play whatever I buy.
So all of the Elder Scrolls. Got it.
Just 3 through 5.
Yeah, they don't have the others on Steam.
I thought Daggerfall and Arena are free on Steam.
Not Steam, I don't think.
I'm way too lazy to go through my library on Steam to look for those Elder Scrolls titles.
Yeah, nope.
No, it's free on Steam.
Oh,
I
is?
can tell you.
Yep.
I can tell you some of the stuff that I have on mine. And some of it, you're going to just kind of look at me and be like, why does that not surprise me? Like, Shadowrun.
Wow, shocking.
What?
Yeah. And yes, I have all of the Fallouts. Wow, shocking.
So when Oblivion was the current Elder Scrolls, I had multiple main characters where each of them had at least 200. There is 200 hours into them. There was at least 4 or 5 characters with minimum 200.
Yeah, that's, by the way, that's just 3.
And as for that Morrowind thing, I probably have way too many on Skyrim. The problem is that SKSE doesn't log your playtime, and it doesn't count as having been on Skyrim. So I have so many unlogged hours in that game.
For me, it logs it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does after they added it to Steam, but I went a long time without it being on my Steam thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I honestly don't know the most hours that I've logged into a game.
Mine's World of Warcraft. I have my main character has like a year's worth of playtime.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, I did a long time of no internet whatsoever. So I probably have some games that have thousands of hours onto them.
Yeah, no, when I type my playtime, it says like 1 year, X months, X days, X hours, X minutes. But it's over a year on one character of actual logged playtime hours.
That hurts my head.
I'm pretty sure that's right, but I've also been playing that one since 2006.
Yeah, that hurts my head. If it's not a tabletop character, I probably won't put that much effort and time into one.
Well, I did progression rating during one of the expansions, and oh boy, did I have to put so many hours into that character for that. Like, my guild was like in the top 10 of the progression guilds during that point in time.
And they absolutely
At least on my
required you.
server. Well, I was our second healer.
Exactly, so they required you to be there.
Yes. Yes, I was I was the first healer in our second group. But when we did 25-man raids, because I was our first healer in my 10-man group, but when we did the 25-mans, I was second healer. And my computer was a potato, and I played that while being main and second healer at 5 frames a second. Somehow I was out healing almost everybody because we had 5 healers when we did 25-mans.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Imagine 5 frames per second now.
It
I
was awful. It was legitimately awful. I honestly don't know how I did it. I averaged about 20, but during the intense damage rounds, I was chugging at like 5. And I was solo healing older raids during that time too, where when they typically required 2 to 3 healers. Hi, Furnace. It's just a chill night tonight. We're not really playing anything. Just talking about old days. Yeah, it was during Wrath of the Lich King when I was doing that stuff, which was, oh god, original was 2006. I forget if WoW came out at 4 or 6. I think it was 2004. Burning Crusade came out in 2006, and I started playing between 2006 and 2007. And then Lich King came out in 2008. And 2009 was when I was progressively rating. I did not sleep during that year of high school.
I can see why.
It was fun though. I miss it very much.
The only game that comes to mind regarding that kind of like no sleep for me was like Borderlands 2.
I don't
That's fair.
I don't think that I've lost sleep like that over a game.
I mean, to be fair, a good chunk of that wasn't because I wasn't sleeping because of the game. I was playing the game because it was that or lay in bed for 10 hours not sleeping. And so I just did something.
At least this way you felt productive.
I mean, productive is I was productive in the game.
Yeah, like I said, you felt productive.
Yeah. But it was really just that or lay in bed for hours unending, not doing anything.
The first game I played for like 24 hours straight was the first Fable game.
Oh, that was a good one. That
Haven't
was a
gone
good
to
one.
it.
You haven't played it?
Nope.
Oh my god.
There is way too many games out and already out.
Now, to be fair, don't play the very original one. That one's god-awfully done. Play Lost Chapters. Or what was they did another remake after Lost Chapters. That's also okay.
Anniversary.
Yeah, Anniversary Edition's fine too.
That's the one that I played.
My only complaint is Anniversary. The Guildmaster doesn't look like a talking potato.
That's your only complaint?
Yes.
Why am I not surprised that's your complaint?
That's hilarious, Ned.
Now
Do
I'm
you
just
play any
thinking-
games, Furnace? If you're still here? What were you gonna say, Dengle?
I don't remember.
Sorry.
I just know that if that was Nen's complaint, I'm honestly not surprised.
That's fair.
RPGs, yes. That. Kraken. It does feel obvious.
Look, I'm trying to be engaging, okay?
Yeah.
That's why
I
I
will
was
say-
asking Furnace.
I will say that when we got back from deployment, me and my roommates, every day that we'd get off of work, we would play D&D for at least 2 hours.
As one should.
And really, it wasn't even D&D; it was Pathfinder. But yeah,
That's fair. Yeah, I didn't have anyone to play tabletops with. That was part of the problem. My cousins played, I just was either never invited or, all of that fun stuff. And hilariously,
Yeah.
they did, one of them is an ass and did like everything he could to make me not want to run games or all of that because this, that reason, or that reason.
Oh.
Yep. Which is why it took me so long to actually run a game the first time.
But you did well. So it's okay.
Please tell me you did it, Kraken.
You should have.
I played too much Magic the Gathering to play TNT.
I didn't play that for a while.
So our schedule was we would get off work, we'd get home, and we would all work together. So we got off at the same time, which was good. We'd play for about 2 hours, get dinner, and then we'd play video games till we all fell asleep.
Love it.
LAN parties.
Oh man, Halo LAN parties. I miss those so much. So we had a really big TV when I was growing up, like one of the original 50 inches. And my friends would all come over, and 4 of us would take the big one. I would drag a TV out of my bedroom, and 2 of them would take that one. And then one guy had... I forget if I think he used a TV or a monitor that he brought over. And we, like 7 of us, or 6 or 7 of us would just play Halo. Like every weekend. It was so much fun. I miss those days.
I wanted to be able to do that, but I never could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those were the only games they would play.
See, part of the problem was, like, even between the cousins, none of us had the same consoles at any given point in time. Like, Ned had an Xbox, I had a PlayStation, we had another one that, like, only played Nintendo, and we were like, what the hell? And then the other one was an ass and didn't want to play with anybody, but had everything. But also only played, like, Rock Band.
Oh, I had that game.
What?
Yeah. It's okay, he's in the Air Force.
Nice.
So his laziness has progressed on to an actual career.
Nice.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here with PC and Switch.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I'm over here with I have a PS whatever the hell generation 4. Yeah, that one. Can't even remember what the freaking generation is. But like from when it first one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my Switch. I have one of the very first PS4s. One of the very first Xboxes. Like, I got all my consoles, like, as they came out. And that was it. I was very lucky growing up that we either had money or had family that had money and would substitute actually spending time with us with money. And so I had things like that. I say lucky, but you know what I mean. That's ridiculous, Kraken.
Tech sector in Turkey in general is really bad.
Apparently. Good lord.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, some places still have to import the Switch, which is just...
And then you gotta
Importing sucks.
help out Kraken.
She won't let me.
Don't ask permission. Just do it.
Ask forgiveness.
Don't even ask forgiveness. Just be like, be happy. And shove it.
I mean, if you want kind of a shitty Switch, mine's the original. It can barely play Scarlet. But when I say barely, I mean like the grass 3 inches in front of my character barely loads in.
I'm sure you have forgiveness. It's just very selective.
Will you forgive me if I send it via Nen? Is that a way to get around that? Savage.
I remember running Breath of the Wild on my original Switch, and it becoming so hot that I dropped it.
Wow. Mine can at least handle that. Jeez.
Yeah, I had to get a new Switch. Not because I dropped it, but because this one just stopped working.
Good lord.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. You must have had some faulty wiring or something, because even my crappy original Switch was fine with that.
Oh yeah, I was just like, this shouldn't have happened. And then I just ended up getting a new Switch, and then I gave that Switch to my brother after my parents got me a OLED.
Oh, nice. Breath of the Wild is a very good reason to want to Switch.
Yeah.
You can emulate it if you're a monster, but you'd have to use the Wii U version. It runs better apparently or something. I don't know because I can't get Wii U to work emulation wise.
Not actually surprised.
The only reason why I have a Switch is because my wife wanted it for, I think, her birthday or something, one of those special occasions, to play Mario on it.
Dare we ask how many times she has played Mario on it?
A handful.
Very good reason to want a console.
Yes. But it's okay because I play it more than she does.
At least there's that, I suppose.
Yes.
I don't play enough games on my Switch.
I don't either. I would not have one if it wasn't for an ex of mine buying it for me.
Oh.
That's
I have
fair.
a pile of games though. I don't play enough of them.
I have very few games.
Yeah. We still don't play the Switch enough to justify it, but we have it. And my children want to learn how to play Pokemon, so that's what they're going to learn.
Oh, we actually, that's how we got my ex's kid to start reading, was, Let's Go Pikachu.
Very nice.
Like, he could read, but he did not, he hated reading and would skip and not actually comprehend or put effort into acknowledging it. And so what my ex did was that every time the kid got stuck, he would have him revert the save and read it himself to figure out how to get past it.
That's good.
I learned to read from Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That hurts me so much, Serga.
You're welcome. It hurts me too.
No, it hurts me because You were learning how to read when Yu-Gi-Oh cards came out.
At least I had comic books.
That's what continued me reading more and more was comic books.
Actually, fun fact, it was comic books with Nen's mom, which really got me to like legitimately be able to read.
Nice. I was apparently reading children's chapter books before kindergarten because I just loved reading so much. And then the kindergarten teacher wouldn't let me read at my own pace. I had to stay with the class. And so, to spite her, because she made me mad, I stopped reading almost entirely for multiple years. But especially that year. And then she just wouldn't understand until my mom, like, her and my dad got in a big fight with the teacher, I think, because I was so above the class that I just got bored with what they were doing.
I feel that pain.
Gotta love No Child Left Behind bullshit we went with when we were growing up.
Yeah, don't worry, they continued it, I think.
They ended it. I'm fairly certain they've ended it. Nice, Kraken. I have a lot of deep lore if you really want me to keep talking, but you know. Who needs to hear about my life?
Everyone.
Do they?
Probably not, but it's fine.
I mean, I could go into my deep lore.
That's up to you. It is ATT night.
Yeah, I had a grandmother on my father's side that had a whale redacted.
I literally don't know what that means.
Oh, scientifically, a gland, very specific gland. Hello? Gaming.
Yeah.
Ooh, did I forget to turn off
Yep.
my mic there? Perfect.
It's okay, no one understood what you said.
Also, yep.
Some people will understand what I said, what I meant.
I think you meant we couldn't hear you. Like, we couldn't hear what was said.
Oh, okay. Fun stuff.
Yeah. I swear. Sometimes it's good to get this lore dump for personal people.
Is it?
Personal things. Yeah. Sometimes. Like, we need to know all of everybody's trauma. Go.
Yay, trauma!
Trauma bonding. Woo!
Right? I mean, that's how all of our characters got it, so might as well for us too, right?
Yeah. You know that old saying, easy times make soft people make hard times make that whole, like, weird cycle.
Kind of.
We went through hard times. So we're strong people.
Sure.
We're still going through hard times.
Exactly. So we're still getting stronger. Eventually it'll kill us. It's fine. Because again, there's that whole saying of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just more traumatized.
Stronger.
or you lose both arms. It's fine.
That's a flesh wound.
Yeah. You're missing your leg. It's fine. I'll get a new one tomorrow.
Please tell me you got my reference, Dengle.
Yes, I got your reference.
Okay. Well, you didn't make another one, so...
I mentioned the missing leg.
Yeah, it wasn't.
God, I really should watch more Monty Python skits.
Yes, he ended up missing both arms and both legs.
Right.
I understand that.
Neville, what are you doing?
Seems
Why are you
skilled.
just staring at me? Thank you. This is just what we do.
Okay. All of the animals.
You've got two of them.
I know. Rare form tonight.
She's just been sitting here staring at me like the whole time.
Dogs be like that.
Well, she
Okay,
wants me to... Here's the thing. She wants me to play. So every time I have gone out to play with her, she does not play with her toys. She barely jumps around or moves or does anything when I, like, physically try and play with her. So I don't know what the fuck she wants.
Just to be outside.
She can go outside anytime she wants. The door stays open.
Oh, I know. But wants to be outside with you.
Yeah, no. No, she'll go into the living room and try and get me out there, which is where all of her toys are. Or on the extremely rare occasion where she'll bring it into here, she won't actually do anything with it. I don't know. We're about to go through trauma times with her in the next couple of days here when I forcibly brush out her impacted underfur.
Oh no.
Boy. Oh wow, you're actually doing something with it.
You understood you talking crap about her?
Yeah. That's okay. My dogs don't play with toys, period. They will chase the ball, look at it, and be like, okay, cool. What do I do now?
Yeah, that's what she's doing now.
Yeah. My dog is too old and to don't care. Didn't ask.
Zeva is a 3-year-old husky. So I am shocked that she isn't more insane. I don't know. But her undercoat is impacted because for whatever reason, her fur doesn't tuft outwards in clumps. It just compacts down. It's really, really frustrating because she would rather die than get brushed for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is he
I don't know
trapped
what he's
there?
doing. No.
I wondered if you were,
I
like,
don't-
stopping him.
I'm trying to keep him from sitting on my keyboard, but that's about it.
Put an unused keyboard near you. It will keep him occupied on it.
So what you're saying is I need to get a unused similar Switch thing so that my cat doesn't try to jump on my Switch.
Yes, legitimately, if they want to interact with what you're interacting with, and so if you have something similar, they'll use that.
No, it wasn't a matter of like wanting to interact with the keyboard. He just wanted to get in my lap.
I have
But, like-
lap cats.
Cockatiels are weird. My aunt used to have them.
I don't remember what that is.
The yellow and gray bird
Oh.
with the... It's got like the long head feathers.
It's got a specific name. I'll say it's not a crown, but it's, I don't know.
Crest.
That's the one.
Pretty sure it's called a crest. Yeah, they got red uwu cheeks.
Get out.
Fine if you want the stream to end.
No, just like Zavikin's Day, you just get out of the house.
Come here, Zavi, you gotta sit in my chair. I have no regrets.
You just clawed the crap out of my shoulder. That hurt.
Okay, I swiped my F7 key at one point because when I first got this computer, she thought it was a scratching board.
Oh, nice.
She actually has yet to try it again.
Oh god, Zavi, you're so wet.
She said, "I'm not getting in the chair."
You make a girl. It's like, fuck this. Oh god, it's all muddy now.
That's why you don't actually put her in the chair.
It's fine.
So, I know I've told Faye before. I think I've told you, Nen, about my backyard when it rains. It turns into a lake. So, it's been raining here, like, consistent last couple days.
Yeah.
So, like, the back half of my backyard is a lake. Take one guess which specific dog decided that they were going to go swimming.
The tiny one.
Yes. And so he's not like super short. He's not like dachshund short. But he's not tall because he's tiny. It comes up to his chest.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And like, it's not one of those, okay, cool, I'm in here, I'm gonna get back out. No, he like dives his head in there, and he tried to roll around in it, and I yelled at him.
How dare you end his fun?
Yeah. He stood up, he looked at me, and then he come running.
At least
Dripping.
He listened.
Yeah, he's real dumb, but he'll listen. So
I mean, at least he's like the size of your hand, so all you have to do is dip him in the sink.
we don't even do that. We've got a hand towel that we just scrub him off with.
How about you cannot have the pizza? Sorry.
I mean, she can. She just shouldn't.
I was hungry.
It's fine. Oh. Then,
Yes.
next time you're down here, and if you actually come here, I got a place I'm taking you.
I'll
They've
keep that
got-
in mind.
They've got upside down shepherd's pie, which I like really good, and then they have buffalo tater tots, which are like legitimately good. But yeah, there's only one thing that I've had there that isn't very good, and it's their steak. They are
To be
not
fair,
a
steak is hard to do.
Well, they
For
definitely are
restaurants.
not. Yeah, it is definitely not a steakhouse.
My hotel's shutting down for 2 weeks in April, so I'll see if I can find time to head down.
I mean, it's whatever. I know you take some trips here and there, and sometimes you come down here. So if you do, we'll work something out. Then you get to see my tiny talking terror. Which, laying in bed with her last night trying to get her to go to sleep, which, yeah, that was fun. I got her to actually write her name on my hand.
Nice.
Then she is left-handed. The gross part was every time she would do a new letter, she would lick her finger.
Ew.
At this point, I promise you there's definitely worse things that I've had from her on me, so it's fine.
I helped raise a child. It was only for a couple, like 2 years, but yeah.
Yeah, diapers. I'll just say that.
I thankfully didn't have to do that, although I did with my sister. So yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets gross real fast.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And there's 10 years between my sister and I, so I got roped into a lot of the stuff.
I helped with my nieces a little bit, so that's enough for me.
I'm just going to become purely a cat father and have millions of cats.
That's really disgusting. Like, cats can be exceedingly disgusting. When you have that many of them, don't be a crazy cat guy.
Won't be going that far. A million cats to me is just 3.
I mean, 2 seems like a lot, so
Too many of any animal gets disgusting.
yes.
Mice, crickets, spiders.
Oh. Gerbils. Gerbils.
See, like I said, any animal is welcome here, except for the 8-legged ones that spin webs.
That's fair.
Burn them all.
I have gerbil stories.
Yeah.
I have spider stories.
Burn them all.
With lots of fire.
Yes. Yeah, no, I don't like spiders. I very much do not like spiders. That's fair. Silverfish aren't. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
I will say I don't recommend having 2 snails ever.
Alright.
they mate with each other, and then you have 100.
Gerbils.
Yep. Yeah.
That's when you get two of the same gender.
Haha, we had that. And then we also had a male. And my sister thought it would be adorable to put them in the same cage.
No.
Yep. Yep, so we had that happen. And then before we knew that, we went on vacation and my cousin was supposed to come over to feed them. He never did. And so they ate both each other and a way out of the cage. And so our house was infested with gerbils. And they kept stealing the dog's food.
They're as bad as rats.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they were very cute, don't get me wrong. Because we had a tan one, a white one, and a black one. And so they had some really pretty babies. They were very cute. But oh my god, there was so goddamn many of them.
You can't even release them. You just have to deal with them.
How? Like, we put traps out. We did all sorts of shit. Nothing got rid of them. We were finding them even as we were moving out many years later.
I don't know how you would remove them. That's why I'm like, oh god, that's nightmare hours.
Like, legit, like, we used poison and stuff, and it still did not take care of them.
Snakes.
Cats.
My mom would have died.
With the whole snake issue.
Crap.
Oh. I assume either really, really doesn't like them or very, very allergic. Fair. Hairless cats. Still not hypoallergenic, but close.
Older females produce less of the everything than the other cats. It's a oil on their skin that typically causes it.
Yep. Thus, not quite hypoallergenic, but close. His, wherever he is slightly different. Did I tell you that my wife was like, hey, we should see what he'll do if he gets outside? And I'm like, no.
You get skin cancer from the sun within 5 minutes?
Yeah, he has as much hair as I do. No. Let's not do that.
Is there sunscreen for cats?
Oh, you just use regular sunscreen.
Yeah, you just have to make sure they don't lick it.
Yeah.
So, cone of shame outside with sunscreen. Full moment.
Mix it with Bitrex.
Ah.
It'll, after like the second time, they'll learn real fast. Don't like it when
That's a bittering agent, right?
Yeah.
I have to get bittering agents or rub salsa all over every cord in my area again.
Yay, they're chewing at it again. Yeah. No, I want to get one of the like bubble backpacks, and then put a polarizing
Film on it?
film over it, so we don't have to like. Yeah, so we don't have. So we don't have to actually like lather them up with sunscreen.
I just take my haired cats on strolls in a stroller.
That's fair.
I have one of those bubble backpacks. Potato Semi likes it. She just doesn't like being crowded.
That's fair. That's fair.
Want to take Naked Cat and at times Chip. I know Naked Cat would have to get used to it first. He does not do well on the carrier. He's real bad. Very vocal and will reach his hand out and be like, "Come here."
No.
And then the rest of my animals that can go on leashes don't do walks. 3 of them just no, and then the last one gets down to the end of the drive and, all right, cool, can we go back now?
God, I feel bad I don't take Zeva out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And she's big enough to where she'll actually pull, and it kind of hurts.
Zeva is actually very good on walks. I spent like 3 months working on her pulling, and so I can legitimately go out and have a walk with her where I barely hold on to the leash unless there is a squirrel, and she will not have a problem. If she starts to pull, I tell her no pull, and then she returns to me. Which is astounding for a husky, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's very good on them. I'm so tired all the time, and I don't have the energy to take her most days, and I feel really bad about it.
Mr. Bad Eye was very, very good on leash. But yeah.
It is cracking. The problem is that they need to be trained when to pull and when not to pull. I haven't ever gotten pulling stuff for Zeva, although I do want to get her some. And so she would have to be trained to pull. But the way to do it is to differentiate what they wear when to do that. Like, just like working dogs. You have to treat it exactly the same way. But there is no reason anyone who has a husky should not be able to walk them without pain or ripping their arm off or anything like that. Like, I've legitimately seen people with 2 huskies almost get pulled, comically so, to the park when they were bringing their dogs to the park. Like, they had to tie them to the hitch of their car and they were rocking the car.
That's not good.
No. And I was walking past her with my dog, who was leaving slack on the leash, heading to the dog park, who was a husky. Because I trained her.
There's only been one dog that I've had that I could not train on leash. And I'm pretty sure Nen can tell you which dog that is.
Yep.
This dog was strong enough to where she would pull my mom to the ground. So yeah. No, not.
I don't have a frame of reference to that.
She was a Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler mix. Yeah, and she was that strong.
I actually owned her brother for a little while.
He was just as bullheaded as she was.
Only dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zeva took multiple months to get it through her head that don't pull on the leash when you're wearing a collar. And actually, I had a harness on her at the time. It was one of those no-pull harnesses. I feel bad, but she face planted many times because when she started, I did not let up.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, though, so it's fine.
No, like, I feel bad because I thought it was hilarious, but, you know, she needed to learn. She did, though. She did really good once she realized consequences of her actions. Yeah, she was good. And continues to be fantastic on walks. My problem walking her has never been the fact that she, you know, can't be on a leash. Yes. Yes, Kraken. Yeah, it's just, I spend way too much time on my feet at work, and I'm just so tired. And hurting. It hurts to move at the end of the day, sometimes. Yeah.
The silence has come for us all.
I mean, you're more than welcome to talk too. I don't have to be the only one filling the void of emptiness.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at something on here and I'm confused.
Yep. I know. Just saying that there's 4 of us and me and you don't have to be the only ones filling the silence.
Sorry, Potoka, I was demanding attention.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think the last dog I owned was like 7, so I never really had much experience with them. Every other dog I've been around has been either Dengle's or someone else's.
I have had so many dogs.
And let me tell you, not all of my dogs have been smart. As a matter of fact, most of them have been stupid.
I have actually had very intelligent dogs. And lazy ones.
Big Rottweiler, she was very smart. Lazy as all get out, though. Australian Shepherd, smart but stubborn. Very energetic. American Bulldog, fairly smart. Kind of energetic, especially for a Bulldog. She had some health problems, though. Dachshund, dumb as a box of rocks. Lazy. Until it came time to chase something. Then would run like a... Honestly, I don't even know what to... Just he's gone.
Yep. Good thing was you'd be able to hear him the whole time.
Because he was so fat he couldn't breathe. No, he was like 32 pounds or something like that when my mom had to put him down. He's a big, fat, chunky dog.
That's not good.
Yeah. They tested him for a bunch of things, except for like the stuff that would make him just be big. Like, thyroid problems.
Yeah.
or diabetes. They tested him for everything else except for those two things. Pretty sure he had one of those two problems. Because he also stank real bad.
Yeah, I think that's
Which-
a side effect of one of those things.
Usually thyroid.
I think
And
thyroid too, because he wasn't supposed to be a mini Dotson. He just didn't stop growing for a while.
Yeah, he was supposed to be miniature. And he was not at all. And then the dog that I had in Virginia that I had to leave there with my ex, she was really smart. But good God, was she stubborn, and she was excitable.
The stubbornness tends to come along with intelligence.
Yeah. She was also part Rhodesian.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a good dog, though.
That'll do it.
She's still doing good, which is the good thing. Living in Texas now, of all places.
Do you check up on them?
No, my brother does. And then let's see here. Ellie is dumb and she's super high energy. She's the one that broke both of her lower canines, and the one that went into timeout for a couple months. And my wife was like, "Let's bring her back."
Yeah.
Hasn't had any further problems.
That's good.
Then we have Hank, which is the largest of the small dogs. He's kind of dumb, but he just kind of lays there. He's also really, really stubborn. So, like, you teach him something and it takes legitimately months for it to sink in. Yeah. And, like, you know how normally it's give him high-value treats and this, that, and the next.
Yeah.
No, with him, it's he doesn't care about the treats. It's either he's going to do it on his own terms or no.
Yeah, Zeva didn't care about treats for a while at first either. Praise actually got her most of it. She now accepts and loves treats, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. Having a food-motivated dog makes training easy. Let me tell you.
Yes. Waffle is very dumb. Will just lay there. Will not learn anything. Doesn't care about food. Doesn't care about praise. Doesn't care about toys. Wants to just stay by himself. He doesn't use the bathroom inside. And doesn't like go after the cats. Doesn't go after the dogs. And is good with the kids. So yes, it pains me to have a dog that doesn't know how to sit, but
Like, it's something, I guess.
Yeah, but Waffle go lay down. And he hides underneath the pillow. So that's good.
Yeah.
Then Tiny Terror, Gulliver, is intelligent, but he's dumb. Like, he's trainable, but it doesn't stick. So reinforcement's gonna... Yeah.
Yeah.
Very food motivated, though.
That's, again, very helpful.
Yeah. I'm trying to teach him the command Ewok.
Ewok.
Yeah.
And what will
Where he
you
just-
do in that command?
Both arms up and on his back feet dancing.
Oh,
Because he looks like one.
nice.
That's pretty good.
I'll get a picture of him one day.
Zeva
And
stands
tell
up.
me.
That's a hard one to teach.
Well,
I don't
for him, it's come naturally.
Small dogs are easier for that.
Yeah,
He-
my Great Pyrenees can't do that at all.
That one was the longest thing it ever took Zeva to learn.
Yeah.
That legitimately took her about 2 or 3 months to figure out.
Yeah. Also doesn't help that balance.
No, and that was the thing. I had to teach her how to do that. So we started with sitting up while I physically held her so she would not fall over. And yes, all his dogs, most of his pets have people names. I just rename the animals.
Yes.
But yeah, no, she took a while for that, and there was a lot of trust building in that time frame. Because she had to trust me to not drop her.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and then of course we have Bad Eye Boone. Very
Yeah.
trainable, very smart. Very, very smart, actually. He's doing very well.
Good.
And they think that they finally have his eye figured out.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
You don't want to know what the pill on that was, though.
No. No, I
he's
do not.
also he's well over 100 pounds now. But that's what a Cane Corso Great Dane will do for you. So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Fun's a word.
Yeah. If it wasn't for his eye, he would have been my best friend sitting right there. I would have had big wrinkly dog over here and naked cat.
You still would have gotten the naked cat.
Potentially. Oh, Kraken, it's okay. He's going to get up to about 155, 160 pounds.
Big boy.
Yeah. His dad's 170 and his mom's about 150, so.
There are some breeds of dogs that just get massive.
Yes.
Yes, a mastiff.
Which is what he is. It's a type of. Yeah, now imagine a dog your weight. That's, yeah. Insane's a word.
A correct word for it.
That's fair.
My current dog is way too smart because he actually tries to game the system for getting food because he's food motivated. So he tries to get food however he can.
Yeah.
And as a Great Pyrenees, he can actually reach up onto counters to just steal food.
Yup. Yup.
He's a little bit overweight.
Yeah. I am so glad I never had to deal with that with Zeva. Oh my god. Huskies are famed for counter surfing.
Ellie is really good at counter surfing. So much so that she ate half of my plate of food when I literally walked to the fridge and walked back to my plate yesterday.
Nice.
I was very, very mad for obvious reasons.
Yes. As you should
My
be.
mom's Yeah, my mom's German Shepherd's getting brave in her old age.
Ooh.
There was a point in time where you could leave something on the floor and she wouldn't touch it. Now, if you leave it unattended on the table, she kind of noses up at it.
Uh-oh.
Worst part is my mom doesn't let her animals in the kitchen. Because she has low tolerance. Relatively low tolerance.
Yeah. Fun.
He slid.
What?
He slid down my neck.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not bleeding.
That's good.
Doesn't make it hurt any less, but yeah.
No. No, it does not.
I just love staring at the naked kitty.
And I can just mess with him all day. It's great.
God, he's so ugly.
One of these days, I will do a road trip and everybody will be able to meet him in person.
That will be hilarious.
I approve of this message.
See, Kraken, funny thing, that's what my kids say.
Pretty sure that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
It's actually, so for us, it started with my niece, and then my kids thought it was funny, so now that's what they call him. Is a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like one.
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. That's not a chicken wing right here.
Nope.
Pretty sure he wouldn't taste good, though.
I have to imagine cats are pretty gamey.
Probably. I would rather not find out, though.
That's fair. Me
My
either.
curiosity of how cats taste is quite large.
That's worrisome? Don't do that?
I don't plan to. I like cats too much.
Apparently, if you want to eat them. Don't do that. Cats are friends, not food?
And cows are
I mean
both.
everything.
And cows are both.
True.
Not
but
wrong.
But not cats. Cats are barely friends.
I mean, alligator is both friend and food.
No.
Definitely not friend.
No.
Still need to try alligator though.
I believe I tried
It's-
in the state fair up here.
So it is not bad. It's kind of hard to describe though specifically.
What, gator?
Yeah,
It's
like
chickeny.
specifically chickeny and shrimpy and kind of like flaky whitefish-y, but it's firm.
Yeah.
So like I said, hard to describe specifically.
I don't know. It's kind of like exactly what you would expect something between a cross of a fish and a chicken to taste like. In my opinion, but it's been a long time since I've had it, so. Fun
A lot of weird
facts.
things taste like.
What?
I can tell you what a lot of weird things taste like.
That's fair. The very first time I ever had it, I was told it was chicken because I was young and picky.
So, how does Al taste?
That one I don't.
Raccoon?
I have heard, I have not tried it personally, but I have heard that it is very greasy and really gamey. Kind of like possum.
I have heard that as well.
Again, haven't tried it myself. Not going to try it.
Pigeons are pretty gamey, but they taste pretty good.
If you do it right.
How about ostrich?
Not a fan. Very gamey, kind of tough. Have you ever had duck?
A tiny bit?
It's a beefy duck, just with lateness. It
I've only tried it in jerky form, so it's pretty much automatically gamey.
Yeah. Had that one in Singapore.
Nice.
Did not know. Did not know it was ostrich. Was not a fan. I do like duck though. Duck is good. Beef is good. Mixing those two is not good.
I would imagine not.
Yeah. Like I said,
I haven't had too many crazy things.
yeah, that was kind of my dad's thing when we were growing up, is weird meats. And
Okay.
then I went to a bunch of... Goat's actually really good if you do it right.
I've had some decent lamb.
No, goat. Not lamb.
Oh, well, I've had lamb. I don't think I've had goat before.
Like I said, if you do it right, it's actually really good. Here in America, it's not common to see a lot of people that have goat, though.
No, it's not. Honestly, there was some questionable stuff when I was in Norway, so I don't legitimately know if I had some weird stuff. To be fair, we did mostly eat fish, but there was some things that I don't know for sure.
What is this? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, my parents had a habit of lying to me about what I was eating when I was younger. So I don't know.
It's like that's what parents do to make their kids try things.
I mean, that's fair, but trust issues.
Yes, but after they try it and like, oh, I like it. Okay, cool. That was actually,
Yeah.
by the way.
Here's the thing. I didn't get that.
Yeah, no, I tell my kids the truth after the fact.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that. So
Yeah.
I legitimately was just never told what it actually was. I found out that I apparently loved some I forget what it was, but some sort of shrimp when I was a kid, but swear up and down my entire childhood that it was chicken because they just never ever told me.
Gotta love when parents do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got the little one to actually try pork chops by saying it was chicken. And then she liked it, and I was like, this is pork chops. And she was like, okay, cool, give me more, I don't care. But tell her it's pork chops, and she wouldn't have eaten.
Yeah. And that's fair. There's nothing wrong with doing that. The problem was that I just never was told what it actually was.
Yeah. And that's why sometimes it's better just to not say anything. Is they like it. Let's just not tell them what it actually is, especially if it's like vegetables. Just keep eating it. It's fine.
Well, that's when you have the trust issues like I have.
Right. You'll tell them in a couple years.
Or just never. That does not sound good, Kraken. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
try
do...
one.
Of course you would.
I would.
You would. What was it that my kid ate that you were like, it's actually not that bad?
The honey mustard pancakes.
Oh, yeah, that.
What?
Yeah.
Pancakes with honey mustard on top of them.
Don't ever dare
Why does
Nen
it
to
sound like
eat
work?
something or not eat something unless you legitimately want him to do it.
Yeah, I don't eat organ meat.
I tried stuffed lamb intestines one time when I went out to Turkey.
Yeah, that's just the one thing that, like, psychologically I can't get over. If I had to eat it, I would eat it, but I just can't. Not willingly, at least.
I would.
Texture was a little weird because it kind of felt like you were chewing on a rubber band.
I assumed as much.
That would make me gag. I'm not gonna lie. I just can't handle that kind of texture. I can't even finish eating
Like-
whatever's on my plate if I bite into, like, gristle or something like that. Because my stomach is immediately like, nope.
So, like, sausage. Somebody served me some that had natural casing one time, and I was like, all right, cool. I got like halfway through, and then I realized it was natural casing, and I just couldn't eat anymore. And now I have to cut all of my sausage out of any casing.
More for you, Kraken. More for you, then.
Yeah, you have fun with that texture, because new. Like I said, there's certain things that I know they taste just fine. Like I know most tongue tastes just fine. But it's a psychological thing that I can't get past. And like heart, it's just tough, but it's okay. I just can't. Shoot, I can't even eat pork rinds, so it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, no. Any texture that I'm not expecting. Whew. Nope.
And like, I don't even have a texture issue. Mine is 100% just if I know what it is and where it's from.
I just have the beautiful texture issue myself.
Oh god. Even thinking about it is. Nope.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's what it is, where it comes from, or actually, it's just that. Because, like, even tomatoes. Uncooked tomatoes, can't do it. Thoroughly cooked tomatoes, sure, okay, I can do that. But if they have any raw flavor to them, can't do it. Or pineapple. Can't do it.
I do like pineapple.
Raw cooked. It's not a texture thing, it's a flavor thing for me.
That's fine.
It's one of two things that make me gag. I despise pineapple in its entirety, and I don't understand why people like it. And I can't understand why people like it.
I just love the look of the fruit. Yep.
That's weird. But okay.
It's fine. I can stand cucumbers.
That kind of makes sense. Cucumbers aren't necessarily the greatest thing in the world. So,
Everyone keeps trying to tell me they taste like nothing. They definitely taste like something that's not good.
yeah, no, they definitely taste like something.
They do taste like something.
They taste like arsenic and murder.
Wow.
That's a bit extreme, but okay.
I loathe the existence of cucumbers.
Apparently.
No, I am with them. They definitely do taste like something.
Oh no, they do. They absolutely do.
Part of that might also legitimately be like where they're grown. Because I have it on good authority that certain crops grown in certain areas taste vastly different. And it's the same exact thing.
I can see that.
Like, I know we got, and this is very regional saying this, but we got some okra from around here. And cut it up and like fried it up and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was not bad. Not something that I would like jump for. But we got some when we were over in Georgia from this little like roadside stand over by Atlanta. Took it home and cut it up and cooked it, and it was awful. And then I got some over in Mississippi that was just mom and pop shop that they grew out back of their restaurant, and it was the best thing I've ever had. And it was prepared the same way. It was just cornmeal and fried.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I can see it though.
But it absolutely has something to do with where they're grown, and particularly how they're grown too.
No, that's actually a thing. Like there's certain crops that you just never should plant next to each other because it affects the taste of the other and things like that.
And then there's certain crops that you should always plant next to each other.
Yes. It's taste. And a lot of other things, but taste is a big one.
And sustainability.
Like I said, a lot of other things, but taste is a big one.
Now I'm just curious what happens when you plant a potato next to a strawberry.
Why would you be curious about that?
I don't know. Maybe
Right.
it'll just have a strawberry taste in the potato. That'd be weird.
That would not be enjoyable for me.
Wouldn't be for me either. But I instantly became curious of that.
I also don't particularly like sweet potatoes, because if they're potato, they shouldn't be sweet at all. So like sweet potatoes, if I make them and if something, I'm going to actually eat it, rather than like butter and sugar and all this other crap that most people put in there. I'm like, Chipotles and
That sounds
spicy
better.
stuff. And spicy stuff. Because, like, no.
Sweet potatoes for me is definitely another thing that depends on how it's prepared.
Yeah. Does Faye have anything to add to the sweet potato conversation?
Sweet potatoes are gross.
Yay, it's not just us three.
No, sweet potatoes are gross. Vegetables, meats, and all of that should not be sweet.
I've had a sweet hot dog before.
That sounds literally nauseating.
I do not recommend it to people for a reason.
Oh, was it sweet?
It was like a donut, like a Japanese pastry chef made a like very sweet bun, and then the hot dog would go on top of that.
No, thank you.
That sounds awful.
Trying to think of like the train wrecks that I've eaten before. Because oh boy, have there been some.
Sorry, Kraken, you don't eat fruit?
Well, just bananas, but that's about it.
Oh. I mean... Mm.
I really can't remember. Like the worst thing that I've eaten, I can't remember. There's been so many. It was probably something my mom made at some point.
It's pretty bad.
To be fair, it was probably because it was under-seasoned and like eating shoe leather.
Harold has made some winning stuff.
Medium rare chicken.
No, try like it was so overcooked that it was difficult.
Wasn't there something one time that you were telling us that you like legitimately tried to eat it, but it was so overcooked and so oversalted that like you just physically couldn't?
No, you're thinking of the mac and cheese. And what happened with there is that I tried to eat a few bites of it, and the grease had soaked through like 7 paper plates.
That's it.
Yes.
I don't know how you do that to mac and cheese, but
I don't know either. It was disgusting. And it tasted like cardboard.
It had to have separated the cheese then.
I don't know how she did it. Well, she also used dollar store cheese. Which, don't get me wrong, I've used dollar store stuff to make food before. It's not the greatest sometimes, but it's okay. But that cheese... nauseating.
You're also not 100% sure that the cheese was innate.
Correct.
That she was the queen of, oh, it's still here, it's fine.
Oh, here's a fun one. She called the other day because she's under the impression that she's coming back to the house. Like, that's her goal. And she told me to not, mind you, we went through the kitchen months ago at this point. But she told me not to throw away some, I don't even know what it was, like iced tea or something like that. And I was like, I did throw it away. I went through there a while ago because it was like 3 years out of date. Oh, I'll just kidding you. And that was one of the tame ones. I found things that were like 7 years old in there.
That was like 12 years out.
What?
And it was, I think you found something that was like 12 years out.
Oh, maybe I did. I don't know.
And like...
Hattie found actual exploded cans when she went through it the first time.
Cool.
Yes, like there were cans that actually bulged out and like started leaking and all of that. They were so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's Carol, that's how that happens, Serga. I can see the question starting.
Yeah, I've seen like 9-year-old stuff in my grandmother's cupboard, but that she was going through it to get rid of that stuff.
No, Carol had gone through her stuff already.
Yeah.
She had gone through it
She's
already.
also a hoarder, so.
There was some very questionable things in the fridge as well. Like, I think I found sour cream that was like a year or 2 expired.
That's... It's
Or
it's just
was it acting as a petri dish?
I didn't even... It went directly into the garbage. Like, literally, I threw away everything in the fridge and practically everything in the freezer. And practically everything in the cupboards, too.
oh.
I think
Speaking
we went
of freezer,
through...
I've got a fun story for Faye.
Oh, fun. Yeah, no, I think we threw away like 10 bags of food. Between everything, when I was
Between
finally done, I think it
fridge,
was about 10
freezer,
bags.
and cupboards.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see the frustration on Serga's face.
I just... That's... Oh...
Yep.
Yeah. It's... Yeah. Sometimes people are just that far gone.
Yep. And there is unfortunately nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
I now have this craving to clean my area even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you legitimately do forget about things, because I've actually recently found something that was a couple months out.
There's nothing
It was
wrong
a
with
dried
that.
good, though.
There's
was
nothing
a
wrong
dried
with having
good.
things that are old. You just have to clean it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of it. I went through my brother's house that he hasn't lived in like 2 years now with my mom, just to see A, if there was anything salvageable, and B, if there was anything like that needed to get thrown away right then and there. And we found stuff that was 2.5 years old, but she hadn't lived in the house in 2 years. So that kind of, okay, cool. And it was a very last minute, okay, we got to go now if I want this job.
Yeah.
Not, okay, I've lived in this house for 30 some odd years, I assume. And I have things that are 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
It was Nesquik, that's what it was. That was like 12 or 15 years old. So there was powdered milk in it.
Gross.
No, for you.
Oh. Oh, I thought Yeah, it might have been.
I don't know why that, like, randomly.
Yeah, I was very lost for a moment there.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
It wasn't even like the last.
Yeah, there was
On
some
an unrelated note.
really bad stuff
On an unrelated note, he is very comfortable.
there. Yes, he is.
I have to give him a bath tomorrow, which is going to be fun.
Oh no.
Nah, it's been about 2 weeks. Also need to trim his nails.
Oh god, I think I have to trim my cat's nails too.
His back ones are fine. It's his front ones that are causing problems. And then the other one, wherever he is. I gotta check his nails too. Waiting for you to do that one day and just like Potato Cat just whack against the wall.
He's too old, unfortunately. He's fairly low energy.
Unfortunately.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. It would still be funny.
Definitely.
Kind of like if I were to do that, I'd have to do it over on that wall. But he would absolutely just thwack and like slide down the wall.
That's awful.
Yeah, it is, but it's also hilarious. So.
Yes. Yes.
It's ridiculous how like tucked in he is.
Oh yeah.
If he could
He
get
looks-
into my shirt, I'm pretty sure he would.
It looks like a chicken breast right
That's
there.
exact. My exact
Like
thought
just-
was, is he going for the shirt? Just get in there.
How rude of you, Dangle.
I'll give him about 30 seconds. He's gonna. There we go. And he'll do this on the back of the couch too, and it's great. Just walk in, like, what the? Oh, that's Archie. Never mind. But also, he is naked orange cat, so he has orange cat energy. So it's great when he does decide that he's going to run around and be insane. He has, however, started fighting back against Tiny Terror, so
Oh,
yeah. Actually, when we walked in, let little one out of his kennel, immediately came up to try to grab his back leg and just turn around and thwack. So, yeah, he's got some fight in him. And well, yeah. Still ugly. He's very cute. I was about to say, did Faye freeze?
Yeah, I think I had a bad lag spike, so.
Yeah, he did. It's
They've
fine.
been coming a lot right now, and I don't know why. That's fine.
Yeah, given the time of night for you, that's odd.
It's probably to do with the game. I closed it for now. We'll see if that fixes things. I wasn't sure if that was going to affect things. It was kind of a test on that end too.
So you can stream that too.
I mean, I've thought about it. I'm not competitive or anything like that enough to be insanely entertaining when it comes to that kind of stuff. Not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to be playing it during our other streams and games and all of that. The only reason I did it is because what else are we doing tonight?
Yeah.
I've started doing challenge runs, kind of, in Elden Ring.
When I get something that can support it, I will take challenges. I will fail most of them.
What do you mean take challenges?
Like if somebody wants me to try to do X, Y, or Z through a game,
Yeah. I've
I
legitimately
will fail most of them because I'm not good.
I've legitimately been considering doing Nuzlocks.
Ooh. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've never done one before, and I really haven't legitimately played Pokemon in a while. I played a tiny bit of Scarlet and a little bit of Sword and Shield, but I played Arceus, and I don't even know the last one prior to that.
Sun and Moon or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, I think.
Let's see. Something that I would do, however, I get frustrated with like that style of thing.
Yeah,
Like trying to actually legitimately do a Nuzlocke, I get frustrated with it.
I don't know how I would be. I'm not a giant fan of turn-based games, which is hilarious because I love playing Pokemon. But I'll be quite up and honest here. Legends Arceus has made me dislike the majority of the Pokemon games because I like that style of how they handled their stuff.
Didn't play that one.
Well, it was...
So I don't know.
It was open world enough that, like, you could just throw your Pokeball at the Pokemon. You didn't have to battle them. Or you didn't have to do that. You could legitimately run from them and things like that. And Scarlet and Violet kind of had that, but it just was definitely not as much fun as Arceus.
That's fair.
Like, the Pokemon battles are fun, don't get me wrong. But
being able to subvert that is also fun for you.
Right, and I don't like grind fests when it comes to just battling over and over and over and over. That's annoying.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the same feelings I have with combat in D&D or combat in the TTRPGs. Like, I like it when there's a reason for it. Like, the gym battles, fucking amazing. The trainer battles, sometimes sure. But just having to grind through a mountain of dead Pokemon just to level up is not fun to me.
Yeah. I don't like that style of grinding or that reason for grinding, and I don't like farming either.
Well, welcome to level scaling in video games for turn-based games. You have to do that in those type of games.
Right, that's why I don't like turn-based games.
Yeah.
Yeah. SMT 3 didn't have that, if I remember correctly, and it's really good. You just have to grind for demons to fuse together, and that's where the grinding comes in.
Or you can go way back and just play Final Fantasy VIII for the rest of your life. Where you don't have to.
I played maybe 20 minutes of Final Fantasy VII and then just could not do it.
I forced myself through Final Fantasy VII. So far, that when I quit, I was near the final boss.
The original one or the remake?
Original.
Good. Okay.
Haven't bought the remake yet. I want to, but other games have my priority.
I have the remake. I have played a bit of it. I just don't have enough time to dedicate to it. So, yeah.
I just never got into Final Fantasy. And I think the reason I didn't get into Final Fantasy isn't because of the lore or anything like that, because I typically love lore in games. It was just the turn-based style of gameplay. I hate it.
I don't like using attacks that are super effective and then nothing happens as well myself. That's why I like the SMT series so much. Press turn combat. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just like goal-based things. Like, okay, cool, this is specifically what we're doing, and I don't have to grind, and I don't have to farm, and yeah.
I'm okay with some farming and grinding and things like that. I mean, I did play World of Warcraft. I'm okay with some of it, is like you said, as long as there's a goal and not just to gain levels.
And progressing the story by grinding isn't something that I like to do.
No.
Or by farming.
Not typically. The survival games and everything are getting into that. The game I was playing, Pal World, has a lot of that. But there's a lot of automation in it too. Like once I had that set up, the last hour I've literally just been running around fucking around the world while shit's been happening in the background. That I don't mind, because once you get it set, it's done. But I don't like grinding just to grind through things. He's so weird.
Yes, he is.
God, this always makes me want to get a naked cat. Every time I see him, but it's just so much work.
Yeah, there's
normal.
Yeah, there's a certain level of commitment to keeping them healthy. But by far my favorite animal that I've owned. Because he is so weird.
Did you specifically try and look for an orange cat one?
No. That's just so happened to be what we got. We'll say next one we're getting, because we're getting another one at some point, is going to be one of the violet ones. So one of the black ones. And I want to get one of the... They call them tacky ones. Where they legitimately don't have any hair. Because it's me. But yeah.
I want that kind as well. I love weird cats.
I mean, you don't get much weirder than this.
No, he looks like a mutated, pissed off rat.
Let's see if I can get them to...
Aren't those just bats, though?
No, it's that.
does not look like a rat.
Yeah, it kind of does.
No.
I said mutated rat. And not the Shredder's. The TMNT one. I blinked on his name.
Splinter.
Master Splinter.
Yes, I knew I said it wrong, but I was blanking and my cousin would disown me for getting that.
Anybody that respects himself would disown you for getting that.
I know. I don't know if it showed on my face, but the sheer disgust with myself after I said that, I hope was palpable.
Oh god, I forgot something that I should not forget.
Not that I forgot something, that I forgot that.
Of all things to forget.
Right.
I mean, it could be worse. Could have, like, forgot Zeva's name.
Nah. No, because I interact with her on a daily basis. I haven't watched TMNT in a long time. Very long time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time that I saw it. And it's probably been less time than you have.
So I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
See, I have. Because again, Navy, and you either watch movies or you read books, and you can't read books 24/7. Because at some point you gotta eat, so what are you gonna do when you eat?
I've watched the old cartoon, like old cartoons, and I've seen the original movies, and I think that's the last time I really watched anything with Ninja Turtles. You know, that one party scene where go ninja, go.
Oh, that. Oh no.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know when I last saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh god.
I think I was still in college last time I watched one.
Yeah, that would have to be the last time I saw that. So like 2015. 15.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years. That's weird to, well, technically going on 9 now. That's weird to say.
Yeah.
Mine might be actually older than that. It might be 2013 for me.
But yeah, that's impressive. What other old weird nostalgia stuff do we have?
Mortal Kombat.
Freaking Mortal Kombat. Am I the only one that's seen the new movie that they put out?
I did not watch the new one.
Yes.
Wait, they came out with a new movie?
Yeah. Shadow made it sound decent, so when it was free, I watched it.
How
I don't
was it?
remember where it was. It was. It was. It was not overly good. Let's put it that way.
There are probably worse movies then.
There definitely are worse movies, however. It just was not. Yeah.
I definitely meant the original.
Yeah, now, the original ones were awful, but they're so bad that like you kind of want to watch them again.
Yes. So the last movie I might have saw from the Turtles may have been Turtles Forever back in 2009. Maybe. It's probably been since 2000, anywhere from 2005 to 2010 that I last did anything with the Turtles.
Nice.
That was 2009? That was the one I thought was 2013.
No, Turtles Forever came in 2009. The TMNT movie came out in 2007. Like the weird restyled one.
Cool. Shattering all thoughts of time for everyone.
Yeah.
I can't be getting this old.
Shut up.
I was in high school.
Me too? Yes.
Yeah.
Just in high school, but
No, I was going to my senior year.
I was in sophomore year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sophomore.
Yeah. So I was like getting ready to get out of high school when that came out.
Yeah.
Nothing makes you feel quite as old as, oh god, that movie came out when I was in high school.
Right.
Then you're like,
Well-
oh, that wasn't that long ago, and wait, that was 16 years ago.
So here's the thing. The original movie that I was thinking about came out the year before I was born.
Yeah.
But
like the original.
My cousin was obsessed with the Turtles, and so like that's just a lot of what I had around when I was growing up was Turtles.
Here's a throwback for you.
Mm-hmm.
The original Mario movie.
Oh my god.
Did that come out before or after I was born? It's now the question I have.
1993. Super Mario Bro.
It
Super
is
Mario
older than me.
Brothers. That was a movie.
That was something.
That was
I
quite something.
I used to, as a child, watch that movie repeatedly. My
Why?
parents didn't,
That was such an awful movie.
It's so bad it's good.
No.
That's how I felt as a child.
No, it's just bad. God.
Oh god, I'm so curious how my brain would react to it, since I haven't watched it in 20 years.
Let me just throw this picture out here.
Oh god.
Is it the Goomba?
I have a feeling it has to be yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that was good.
Yeah.
Didn't-
Anybody tried to rewatch RoboCop?
I've never
The
seen
original?
it.
Not recently.
I've only
Try.
ever watched the first 10 minutes of it.
Try to watch the original one.
I'm
It
good.
is physically painful.
Mm-mm.
I worked with a guy that was obsessed with that damn movie.
Oh my god.
He was also obsessed with movies like Hobo with a Shotgun, so his choice of movies was certainly not top tier.
No. No.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking about the worst movie I've watched, and Tokyo Revelations, which is loosely in the Shin Megami Tensei thing.
Hey, I've seen some movies. So my favorite cousin, who is a piece of work, has made me watch some god-awful B-movies.
So there is a difference between the worst movie you've ever seen and the movie you least liked. Let me put that.
Right.
Because-
That's fair. That's
Because-
fair.
Yeah, because I can't tell you specifically what the worst movie I've ever seen. It might have been the vampire rabbit thing or the zombie sheep. One of those two might take the cake there. My least favorite movie that I've ever watched, though, is Pulp Fiction. So, let's differentiate those.
First movie I've ever seen is Troll 2. I could not stop watching that movie though. I had to sit through the entire thing because that's how bad it was.
Now, my favorite bad movie is certainly one of the Leprechaun movies. Because they're all bad. They're all terrible. But they're all amazing.
Now I'm just thinking of Stuart Little, I think it is, and Vampire Cows for some reason.
That's a weird correlation, but okay.
I don't know why.
Faye has a troubling thing.
I'm trying to legitimately think of the thing that I have hated the most that I have had to watch, and it might be One-Eyed Monster.
Fair. The one... I can understand why that would be hated the most. Let's put it that way.
Yes. I mean, I think I laughed because it was just that, like, what the fuck? But I think that's legitimately one of the ones my cousin has made me watch that I disliked the most. And yes, my cousin made me watch that one.
Yay, weird cousins!
Very much so. Very much so.
At
He is
least my
also the
cousin's
one that
not-
made me watch Tyre and all those other weird shit.
At least my cousin's not that weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did, however, have a coworker that was adamant that we watched Teeth. Or whatever the hell it was.
I did not watch it, but I know what it is.
While on the job.
Oh. The name is sounding familiar to me, but I can't recall it.
Is it that one movie where the main person
Yes.
is a female lead?
Yes.
Oh, then I think I know what you're talking about.
I am thankful I did not have to watch that one, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was like, no, I've heard terrible thing that we're not watching that, and we're certainly not watching it here, because no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta wonder about people.
I try not to.
I've stopped trying.
Still want to understand what people are thinking occasionally, and then I just remember John Carpenter exists, and I'm like, I can't. It too rough to figure anybody out.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a certain point in time where you just do the Danny DeVito no head shake, and just run with that, because
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong, I hated the Harold and Kumar movies. I thought they were so stupid and I hated them. But
yes, they were absolutely very, 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 very stupid.
you know what? Another movie that I absolutely despised, Chasing Amy.
Not seen it, and I don't plan on.
I hated the premise of that fucking movie.
I have no memory of.
So the whole premise of it, like the Jay and Silent Bob movies, some of them were decent. I liked some of them. I actually love Dogma. I think that one's fantastic.
Yes.
But Chasing Amy is Jay falls in love with a woman who is lesbian, and just the whole movie is about him trying to change her mind. Basically, when it boils down to it, there's other things that happen, but like, that's what I got out of the movie, and I hated it.
Honestly, I'm not surprised, though. Given the other things that they've done, I could see them putting something like that out.
Oh, absolutely. But in all of those movies, I did actually love Dogma, and if you haven't seen it, it's great.
I would also recommend. Giving it a watch.
I'll add it to my back.
It's different.
Yes.
I'll just say that without giving a whole lot of context.
It is, but it's good.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's not Good Omens, obviously, but like, I would honestly say it semi falls in line with that kind of genre.
Yes.
A little bit.
The almost parody to religion comedy
Yes.
thing.
It's not as deep, and there's other things going on with it. It is still a comedy movie. But like, that's something I could compare it to.
Yeah. If you handed it to me right now, yes, I would watch it. It's not something that I would go out and buy.
Yes.
But if it was available, sure, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about Studio Ghibli movies that I need to watch.
I don't know what ones you haven't watched.
Oh, rewatching most of them because I just haven't watched them in so long, like Princess Mononoke.
one of the best.
Yeah, I plan to rewatch it soon.
Here's one. It's not Studio Ghibli, but I absolutely thought it fell in line with a Ghibli-esque movie with a little bit more adult themes to it. Not bad adult, but like the found family trope, but like following an adult. Moribito. It is an extremely slow movie, but I thought it was amazing.
That is definitely a name. I wonder what it translates into.
I don't know. The whole title of it is called Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. Definitely one of my favorite non-Ghibli anime movies.
Well, if I get to them at some point, I'll let you know.
Like a very Ghibli feeling from the artwork. At least I thought so. But yeah. Not as comical, but again, that's why I said like an adult take on it. And I thought it was unique because the main character was a female spear wielder. You don't see that too often.
You like your spear wielding females?
It's interesting. I had a lot of fun playing that character.
Yeah.
But it's just it's something you don't see often. Like you see a lot of the girls with the gigantic swords and things like that. Like that's a trope.
Yes. The big, strong, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Or very much looks like it.
Ah, Amy from Sonic. Giant mallet.
Yeah, stuff like that. You see the comically oversized stuff all the time. But
Yeah.
the appropriately sized and statted stuff is few and far between.
Yes.
Doesn't really matter.
Go ahead.
Doesn't really matter man, woman, or child at that point. It's either make them look epic as fuck or make it comical.
I very, very rarely like female leads in anything. Or even female supporting characters. Very rarely do I like them. I loved Moribito.
I mean, that's fair. Something you enjoyed, and
yeah.
Will say that I probably will never watch it.
That's fine. No, and I've only watched it a handful of times. It's not something I go back to or anything like that. It just stayed with me. But yeah, no, I have a lot of issues with the way females are written in all media.
Yeah. I understand that. I feel like your issues and my issues are fairly similar in this particular case.
Yeah.
And you can tell most of the time who writes it, whether it be man or a woman.
Yes.
And that doesn't sit well with me.
Sorry, when you were writing a antagonist or a protagonist, you should write them as they are and not as their gender is.
Yes. Granted, there are times and places to have the very stereotypical whatever you want them to be. But typically it's a very specific time and place for that.
Right.
And more often than not, it's a comical thing. And okay, cool, haha, funny, funny. Leave it there.
Yep.
Yeah.
There isn't anything wrong with having the stereotypes in place. The problem becomes when the stereotype is the only type.
Yes. Because guess what? We have stereotypes in our games,
Yes, we do.
but they're not the only types.
Yes.
And we tend
Stereotype.
to have fun with them. It's not just a, oh cool, they're there. There's some variance, and there's not 100% this is it. So, do better, writers.
Yeah.
Stereotype / coding. It's a bag.
Yes. Anyway,
Yeah, we can wrap this up.
yeah, I think
We've rambled
everybody's
for
starting to.
hours.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we'll just pop on for like an hour. No, it's not quite what happened.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy getting on and just chatting.
Yeah,
We haven't done that in a minute.
and we had a new enemy into the fold.
Yeah. This is Serga's second Thursday, I think.
Speaking of, and just because I have all of you here, when we wrap up, stick on for just a couple minutes.
Okay. No
Please.
problem with me. Thanks for sticking around, whoever actually listened to us ramble. Not a big deal if you didn't. Cool if you did. Thanks. We won't subject you to our normal stuff. We appreciate you guys, and have a good one.
Good night.
If you're cool with that, Dengle.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.